When you start with a new library or code base, your first port of call should always be the documentation. The documentation will help you get up to speed with the library's features, tell you how to install it, how to contribute to it, and how to get support if you need it. Good documentation is a vital part of writing good software, and it's one that's regularly overlooked. So as you begin to create your own projects and libraries, keep in mind that you should always aim to write good quality, comprehensive documentation. Luckily for us, Bootstrap has some of the best documentation out there, so we're going to have a look at it in this video to get a better understanding of everything Bootstrap has to offer. Firstly, we can click on the documentation link on the Bootstrap homepage, and that will show us all of the different sections of documentation that we can read. We're just going to pick out a few in this video. When we look at the layout section, for instance, and then click on Grid, it will give us an overview of the grid system. The example that we have here also has a code snippet, which shows how to create the 3-column layout that's shown above. This is something that's traditionally been very difficult to get right with CSS, so having a full grid system out of the box is priceless. Bootstrap also comes with a rich set of components that we can drop into our own projects, such as alerts, badges, buttons, so on and so forth. These are usually things you can't live without, and using these default styles and helpers will give you a much more consistent starting point for all your projects. For instance, looking at a form here, we can see that we have an example of a form, and then we have a code snippet, which tells us how to create the same one using Bootstrap. And these code snippets in particular are a great way of saving time when implementing your own site. You can just copy and paste them, and then edit them according to your own requirements. Some of these components require Bootstrap's JavaScript library, such as the modal here. If we click on it, we can see that we have a code snippet again, and we also have a live demo. If I click on the button, Launch Demo Modal, then you'll see that we get this user-friendly pop-up window that can be used to display information over the page. Now, this kind of functionality isn't possible with just CSS and HTML alone. It requires some custom JavaScript programming. But the great thing is you don't need to know anything about JavaScript to make use of these components. Bootstrap does everything for you behind the scenes. And we'll be looking at how to integrate that with HTML in coming videos. Our final section that we'll look at is the Utilities section, which, as we can see, consists of a lot of utility classes that we can include in our projects to adjust the text positioning, add borders, and even shadows to our content. So now that we've a basic overview of everything that Bootstrap has to offer, in our next video we'll actually start installing and using it.